All right, so that, ladies and gentlemen, was Alex Mitchell. Go ahead and Alex, stand up. Normally I'd be upset by what just happened. However, in February, Alex switched from trumpet to horn because both of our horns or seniors are graduating, and he wanted to kind of step into a new role. So he learned it in basically 4 weeks and proficiency enough to be able to play in this concert. He hasn't learned how to tune it yet, so he still needs help with that. So that's what that means. Yeah. So in lieu of running a bunch of paper for programs that no one's going to keep and whatnot, we're projecting it on the side over here so you can see what pieces we're going to be doing tonight. There is a couple of surprises that we decided to add last minute that are not up there. The first piece that we're going to perform with the 2025 concert band is by Kataj Coakley. He is like a 25-year-old young composer right now. He is like the cool kid on the block for band composition right now. He's had 6 major works debuted 6 years in a row at the Midwest Music Festival, which is like our grand music band festival, and is constantly receiving new commissions. I've actually had the opportunity to meet and work with him in January at Indiana State University, and then again at Michigan State a little bit later. They wanted to do something new, and so we found this piece. It's entitled Skyward. It is a journey through his life, through middle school and middle school band specifically. So there's parts of it that sound pretty, and there's parts of it that are a little bit dissonant, because he said he had troubles through middle school with bullying and stuff like that, and he didn't find his way till high school. So this piece is a reflection of that. Thank you. Our next selection is a Robert Sheldon piece entitled Visions of Flight. It takes us through like 3 different aspects of air travel, air flight. So there's a big fanfare flourish at the beginning, and then there's kind of a part where it's feel like you're flying through the clouds, and then they kind of come back and forth. So this is Robert Sheldon's Visions of Flight. wind ensemble people that are joining us. So this next piece is entitled On an American Spiritual, and it's a piece near and dear to my heart for reasons that are kind of silly, but relevant. We did this, and I was in my junior year of high school here, and Mr. Pitlick programmed this piece on that concert. And the dress rehearsal we had, which was like the Monday before the concert in the evening, there was one section of this that we kept messing up over and over and over, like 6 or 7 times, and he was starting to lose it on the podium a little bit. Yeah, don't look out that window. I'm sure you remember this. And I was like, oh my God, why can't we get this right? And then the next downbeat, I was the one to make a mistake. And he just walked off the podium and into his office, sat down, got up, came to the door and just yelled, "Go home." And then closed the door. We all sat there awkwardly for like 2 minutes, maybe 3. Like, oh, he'll come back out, he'll cool off. Well, he didn't. He literally sent us home. And we were like 30 minutes into what was supposed to be like a 2-hour dress rehearsal. So we did the rest of that concert having never played what is 4th and 6th period band together. Back then it was 4th and 5th period band. It kind of stuck with me because I'm the one that finally made him crash out in the piece. So I'm here to redeem myself on it. And this is On American Spiritual by David Holzinger. The entire piece is based on the piece, Were You There When They Crucified My Lord, the American Spiritual. So that's the melodic content of this piece goes through it. It kind of goes through like a toil struggle stage and then kind of comes back to a nice resolution of it. We do have some of the symphonic wind ensemble members just bolstering some parts for us. The original plan was to combine both groups to do this piece. However, the concert band started playing it so well that I was like, you know what, if we just add a couple of instruments, we can do it this way. So I'm very impressed by their efforts this year. She gave him a glare. I don't know what's going on over there. So this is On American Spiritual. All right, so the next part of our program here is going to be a little bit of a departure from the norm. We have a guest conductor, and there's something very special about this guest conductor. He's never conducted anything ever before. Mr. Nick Bax, Dean of Students here, was, I think, the Dean of Students when I was here, or a science teacher or something like that. So he's been a couple years. He was the football coach at one point. And what else? Science teacher, dean.
Yeah, science teacher, dean, football coach.
Yeah, a few things. But he's always been super supportive of the arts, regardless of what he's doing. When he was the football coach, he always made sure to thank the marching band on the way, either the way in or the way out. He was, got to know kids beyond that. One of my favorite stories with Mr. Bax here is we were at, I think it was a musical a couple years ago, and we were eating dinner, sitting out there, and all the kids were around us, and it was me and Mr. Hatcher at the time, and then he gets up in a panic, looks around, and goes, "Where'd all the kids go?" And I was like, "They're getting ready." Like, "Well, why are you still here?" I'm like, "They know what to do. It'll be fine." And he goes, "This is good for me. It reminds me that there are going to be some really good kids coming out of the school." So, because typically as a dean, those aren't the ones you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. So I asked him, "Hey, what can we do for you in the concert?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know." I said, "How about you conduct a piece? I got the perfect one for you. We're going to play it in St. Louis because we're going to be playing in Ballpark Village. His favorite sport is baseball, so he's going to conduct Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
All right, before I embarrass myself too much, yes, my name is Nick Bax. This is actually my last year. I'm retiring, so of course. But I wanted to say a couple of things. Two things I wanted to say tonight are this. One, it's great being at these performances because, one, I get to see our kids in a different light, which is awesome. Number two, I don't see most of these kids in my office ever, which is a tribute to you guys as parents and the role models that they are here at our school. So I appreciate that. I'll give you an example. I'm going to embarrass him. Ben, where's Ben Whitney at? Ben, where are you? Hey, Ben. So Ben, if you didn't know, so very rarely does the dean have an opportunity to congratulate kids, so I'm going to congratulate Ben. So Ben was, in 4 years of high school, he had no tardies. True story. So we track tardies. So, and he was our no tardy party award winner. So, just so you know. And finally this, if you would have asked me, or my friends asked me, "Bax, would you ever conduct a band?" I'd be like, "Are you kidding me?" And then George comes up to me in my office and goes, "Hey, would you do this?" Or he didn't even need to say it that way. He goes, "Hey, you want to do this?" I'm like, "Yes." I didn't hesitate. Why did I not hesitate? Well, first of all, it's my last year, so I don't care what you think. But one, I have a lot of respect for Ken and this department and this organization. So with that being said, it was an easy yes. Okay? So again, I hope I don't ruin you guys tonight. I'll do my best.
There is a sing-along section.
Yes.
None of them knew the words, surprisingly.
By the way, I did know this. This song was written, I believe, if you can help me, 1908, I believe. So that's pretty cool. And Harry Carey, which I know a lot of us recognize, said this represented the charisma of baseball.
Ladies and gentlemen, in his conducting debut, Mr. Nick Bax. the concert band portion, so we're gonna shift gears and put the wind ensemble up here. And then yesterday I was informed. What? You love the Beatles? Okay. Yesterday I was informed that I left a piece off the concert. And we have another world premiere by Cody Peck. So if you were here in December, you got to witness a full band orchestration that was dedicated actually to Mr. Billick. Tonight he wrote, and I was impressed upon me that Mr. Middleton here came up with the melody, but that's all he did. They came up with a clarinet quartet, so they're going to do the world premiere of it here right as we're getting everything switched. So concert band students, you can go sit with your parents. Wind ensemble students, please come on. Quartet, you'll get set up right here. And let's make this swift. So the clarinet quartet piece involves 4 of our students. We have an E-flat clarinet, Mr. Charlie Bird. We have an B-flat soprano clarinet, Gabriel Middleton. We have an E-flat alto clarinet, Anthony Mendez. And then on bass clarinet, we have Emily Campbell. So the piece they're performing is entitled Clouding Voices. And it's got a lot of stuff on the page. So, full disclosure, I have not heard this yet either. So this is a world premiere to me as well. Where's Mr. Peck? Cody Peck? He went to get his stuff. Jeez. Can we world premiere it without him? Probably not. Anything you want to say about the melody, Gabe?
I wrote it at like 9 p.m. at night on a random school night, and it was like 4 notes. But we got it.
So a 4-note melody turns into, oh good God, it's 4 pages. 209. All right, Mr. Peck, is there anything you'd like to tell us about this piece? Yeah, sure. So enthused, let me tell you.
I don't remember when I wrote this, but whenever that was, these beautiful young students here, they asked me to write a clarinet quartet for them, and I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. So since Gabe plays clarinet, I figured he'd help me out. And yes, he wrote the beginning melody, but he also did a lot more, so I put him as the co-composer. There are certain parts in this that sound rhythmically like odd. So there's a part where all 4 of these voices just get really clouded, so I call it clouding voices.
How original. All right, without further ado, the Symphonic Wind Ensemble Clarinet Quartet. Yeah, that's your name. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Clouding Voices. So seated before you now is the Symphonic Wind Ensemble. It is our premier performing ensemble at Shepherd High School. We have 3 selections for you of largely varying works. The first one is the National March of the United States of America, the Stars and Stripes Forever, written by John Philip Sousa. And we've made one edit to it, and that is, everybody knows this piece, or if you know this piece, it has a piccolo solo in it. But I'm not a piccolo player, and it's quite frankly a shrill sound that nobody should listen to. So we've changed it, and I put the solo on a different instrument, so hopefully you're entertained by that. Right, Peyton? Shrill sounds? Sure. All right, let's grab a tune there. another sounding instrument. Most people just know them as tubas that play, half notes and whole notes. But Nathan was our ILMEA, the Illinois Music Education Association District 1 representative this past November. So he represented all of Shepherd High School with about 130 other students at Elmhurst College and performed in the all-district band. So this is kind of our little way of showing them off a little bit. All right, this next piece is completely different. It's entitled I Am by Andrew Boysen Jr. And it's a commissioned work that has a tragic story behind it. We've had our own tragic stories in the band room preparing this one because it is deceptively difficult. But we've overcome. This piece was written based on, I gotta get the notes so I get this right. It was commissioned by Craig Ann and the Cedar Rapids Prairie High School Band of Cedar Rapids, Iowa in February of 1990. It was written in the memory of Lynn Jones, a baritone saxophone player in the band at the time, who was tragically killed in an automobile accident that winter. The work is basically tonal. It's got some extended technique stuff. There's a whole section in the middle where each instrument section is going to play something unique, and it goes on. It tells us 8 seconds, 15 seconds, etc., stuff like that. The aleatoric section, which I just described, represents the foggy morning in which the crash happened and Jones died. The words, I am, are taken from a poem that he had written just days before his death. Okay, it's not, Andrew Boysen did not want the piece to be an elegy, but a celebration and reaffirmation of life. So the poem will be read within it. And when I selected this piece, like 24 hours later, I got an email from one of our band parents saying, I performed this piece in high school for a similar reason, that there was a death in their band. And that they had done this piece in honor of, I think it was a different instrument, so they rewrote the baritone sax parts for a different instrument and then performed it. She asked if she could read the poem at the beginning of this. So I'd like to invite up to the stage Miss Betsy Garn.
I am life, music, competition. I like exciting things and doing good for others. Beauty, successfulness, and smartness are important to me. I like to achieve recognition. I can succeed if I really put my mind to it. I am very set in my ways, but I can change when I realize my ignorance. I like a simple, nonchalant lifestyle. I hate ignorance. I hate structuredness. This is me. I am.
Always the perfectly timed response. Our final selection for you this evening is entitled, oh, they had to read this one from paper because it's way too many pages to scan, so they're all crashing out over that. So. A little bit. So the final piece tonight is entitled Liturgical Dances. This was written in 1980 by David Holzinger. It's one of his canonical works. It's on the top 200 list of the top 200 masterworks list. It was commissioned by Methodist University in Texas, and then the story that goes with it was he actually wrote it about his time at the Missouri Methodist College, where he struggled as a music student. So it starts out with a nice simple melody, and then it goes into this prolonged, toilsome section, and then it all kind of morphs and changes into a big, bold ending finish. So we worked all semester on it, and we're excited to perform it for you today. This is Liturgical Dances. I'm remiss. There's a piano part for this, and we have our choral accompanist, Ms. Donna Meyer, joining us tonight. Seems like we just have to make sure we're in tune with the piano, so we're going to do that real quick. I was just informed that I'm listening. So, thank you for attending tonight's concert. We do need or would appreciate any assistance breaking down any of the stuff. It does all have to clear out because apparently they want to eat lunch in here tomorrow. We do have some food left over. If you want to take a grab bag and ride home, there's salad bags, there's chicken, there's sauce, and there's still a handful of cupcakes left. Feel free to take them all. Thank you for attending tonight, and we'll see you in the fall. Thank you. Hey, all seniors, before you leave, come on up for a picture.